myself. So let's go ahead and I'm going to get my shoes off and let's warm up with a little bit of yoga. You guys know I love yoga. And it's always really nice to start out with some dynamic stretching. You don't want to do long, slow holds at the beginning of a workout because building flexibility it tears the muscles very similarly to lifting weights. So it'll actually decrease your lifting performance if you stretch and do those static holds for too much. But a nice, slow, like warming up stretching action is always really nice, especially when it's cold like it is here today. So I'm going to turn my little heater on. Hopefully that'll get me a little warmer and start out in a downward dog position. Hands, shoulders width distance apart, feet pressing down into the mat. Maybe the heels touch, maybe they don't. For this first down dog, play with it. Maybe you bend the leg or straighten the leg. Maybe you press your chest forward. And then maybe you roll over onto a plank position. I love plank rollouts. It's a great way to warm up the spine, warm up the core. This is my dog, Ruger. You're getting to see his business end. Hey, buddy. He is very much like me and doesn't like the cold, so he very well may camp out in front of the heater. Now, come into your down dog and hold it steady here for a minute. Press those hands firmly into the mat, thumbs, pointer fingers pressing into the mat, feet pressing, and it's almost like you're trying to rip the mat apart into four corners. You're pulling the hands and the feet away from each other and out as well. Notice how that activates those smaller muscles along the outer edge of your thighs and arms. It should feel pretty good. From here, we're going to look between those hands. Walk that right foot forward, drop that left knee down, reach the hands up towards the sky. Now play with your tailbone here. Play with sticking it out and then tucking it under. Very small movements here, but you should feel a difference in that hip flexor psoas region right in the front of that left leg. So it almost looks like you're doing like the cheerleader booty, sticking it out. And then I call it the super scoop or the Steve Urkel booty. Lengthening it down. Very subtle movements, but it definitely does get into those hip flexors. We're going to plant the left hand down, reach the right hand up towards the sky. Try not to lose my earbud. And then reach back and around and see if you can grab your left foot. Not holding it for too terribly long, just long enough to get that movement in. Go ahead and swivel that left foot in towards the right. Left hand reaches towards the sky. Notice this nice little counter twist here and see how that inner thigh responds on the right. It's like, hello. We're going to come up to a kneeling type position. Plant that left hand down to the ground. Right hand reaches in the opposite direction. Now you're going to feel a tremendous stretch along the right side of your body. This is a gate pose modification. Windmill those hands up. Go ahead and plant them on either side of that right foot and then go back to your plank pose. Let's hold it here for maybe 10 seconds. Energy out through the heels, trying to stack those shoulders over the hands. Don't lock your elbows. I know a lot of times folks like to lock elbows because it makes it easier, but it's hella hard for the joints. Let's go back to your downward facing dog. We're going to take that left foot up to the top of the mat. Bring that right knee down. Come reaching those hands up towards the skies. And then again, play with that tailbone action, really scooping it under. And that'll fire up that hip flexor and then let it go. It just plays with the stretch a little bit differently. And you may not be able to move your pelvis forward and backward that much. That mobility might not be there yet, but just keep practicing it. I love that little subtle movement here, especially for this hip flexor, which is chronically tight on me. All right, let's plant that right hand down. Reach that left hand up towards the sky, pressing down firmly with the thumb and the pointer finger as you reach for that imaginary rope up at the sky. Let's take that left hand down, swivel the right foot in. My weight is sort of in the way, and then twist it in the opposite direction. If you want, you can gaze towards your right fingertips, or you can look down at those hands. Depends on your neck mobility. I was in a car accident a couple weeks ago, so my neck mobility is a little bit limited, and my hip is bothering me, but that's why we practice these whole body movements, right? So let's take that right hand, windmill those hands up, plant the right hand down to the ground behind you. Left hand reaches in this modified gate pose. It should feel pretty good along this left side body. And you can straighten the left leg if that feels better. I kind of like it bent. All right, inhale. Let's windmill those hands back up towards the sky, meeting at the front of the mat. Left foot goes back to meet the right. Hold this plank here for another 10 seconds. Remember, energy out through the heels. That's going to help you to lengthen through the tailbone. Draw the belly in. If I was there, my hand would be right beneath your belly button to help you encourage to bring it in. Now push yourself forward onto your toes. Drop down to your knees if you need to. Give me one chaturanga push-up. Now give me another. And let's just do one more. Beautiful downward facing dog. All right, we're going to bring that right foot up towards the front of the mat. Left heel plants, warrior one. Let's stretch out those upper bodies now. Take that right hand, bend it back. Left hand swoops around behind like you're doing cow face pose. Let me turn my back to you. If you can't reach your hands behind you, you can still get this stretch here for the tricep. Or you can take the left hand up and over and pull the stretch, pull that elbow up towards the sky. It gets the tricep shoulder on the right. If you can get this guy, the left arm, rotating forward to reach the left hand behind you, you're going to get a stretch across the front of your left shoulders. All right, beautiful. Unwinding those hands here. And then let's go ahead, plant the hands. Vinyasa to keep building some heat. That's the high plank, low plank. Inhaling through upward facing dog. First back bend of the day. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to plant that right foot down, bring that left foot forward, come back to our warrior one here. Sinking in here to this hip. This time, internally spiral that right hand, reach the back of that right palm to try to see how high you can reach it up on your back. Left hand reaches up, then bends back. Maybe it'll grab. This is definitely my tighter side. This is the one that's injured, that left shoulder. Now, again, remember, if you can't bind behind you, that's okay. The right hand can come up and help stretch the left shoulder, left tricep. This other arm, this right hand internally spiraling and wrapping around behind, that's going to help to open up across the chest and the front of that shoulder. So it's two different stretches on either side. Reach both hands up towards the sky, plant the hands, and let's vinyasa. All right. So let's go ahead, and if you've got your barbell set up for your deadlift, we're going to just do 4 sets here. We're going to do a 4-set deadlift, take a little break, and that break is going to include some Pilates core work. How fun is that, right? All right, so I'm just keeping track of things here on my phone so I don't lose track. So we've got 4 sets of your deadlift. So with my deadlift, my feet are a little bit wider than my hips. My toes are out. And yes, I usually don't wear shoes for whatever reason. I just don't. For this deadlift, my knees are soft to pick up. I'd usually do the hands both facing, palms facing the body, but some people do switch. Your choice, whichever one feels better. Go ahead and engage through the core, pull the shoulders down and back. Knees are soft. Remember, use your glutes here. Your glutes are much stronger, much bigger than your back to lift it up. All right, you ready? We got 4 of these. So with straightish legs, push down through the big toes to lift up. Make sure your belly is nice and strong to have those glutes working. We got 2 more. Last one. Ooh, there we go. That was 100 pounds. Awesome job. Now, I'm going to go ahead and raise this by 10 pounds or so, just because I think I can. So that'll make this next round be 110. We'll see if we can do it. Thankfully, we're just doing 4. And then after I have the barbell set up, I'll come down to the mat and we'll do some Pilates core work. We'll start out with the hundreds because after all, it wouldn't be Pilates if we didn't have some hundreds in there. So when you are ready, go ahead and lay back down. Bring your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze, then extend those legs out to a tabletop position or 45. Hands start to pump. We're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. The lower your legs are, the harder this is. But what I notice is as people lower their legs, they start to lock out their legs because that makes it easier. So lift your legs up where you can to keep those knees nice and soft. That really gets in the core. Now, I'm not counting very well, but I think we're about halfway. That gaze stays towards your belly button as you keep pumping those hands. Keep pulling the shoulders down and away from the ears. Let's do 3 more inhales and exhale. Can you lower a little bit? And exhale. Last inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Lower the legs down. Reach the hands up and overhead. Inhale, bring your chin to your chest. Exhale, roll it up. Reach for those knees, those fingers, those toes, wherever you can reach. Roll it back down. Hands reach up towards the sky overhead. And let's come right back up. Draw the navel in. Slow and control is the game here. Draw it in and up as you roll up and roll down. For these roll-ups. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Awesome job. All right, roll it all the way down. Bring that right knee into your chest. Take that left foot to a 45-degree angle, or it can hover, your choice. Let your head rest whenever you need it. We're going to do single leg stretch. Pull that right leg in and switch. We're just doing 8 on each side. Core should be getting nice and warm. Here's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. Bring those knees in, give them a squeeze. Roll yourself up. Guess what? It is time for our next round of deadlifts. So we want to give those working body parts a break so that there's ample recovery time, right? So we have about a 2-minute rest between these deadlifts since it's a max efforty type of day. And in that rest, you can see we utilize it effectively doing the core work. So not sure how much I can talk here, but we'll try. Remember your setup. Nice, strong legs. Knees are not locked. Grab hold of the bar. You want to keep it close to your body. Push down through those big toes as we lift it here 4 times. 1 and 2 and 3. Let's do 1 more. Let's push down. Use the inner thighs here. 4. Holy smokes, that was awesome. 110 pounds. What's up? All right, I'm going to switch this out and go up to 120 next time. There's nothing like pressure of being on the World Wide Web, of making max effort days really happen. Lord have mercy. All right, so that was adding 5 on that side. I'm taking the 5 plates off and putting the 10 plates on. Then I'm going to move the barbell out of the way and do some more core work. So, all righty, you ready? Lay back down. We're going to bring both knees into your chest, and let's do the double leg stretch. This gets really good for the deep core. You're going to reach the legs out, hands in the opposite direction, swoop back, give them a hug. Just 8 of these. Out and in. In. Halfway there. Two more. One more. Beautiful. Now, without letting that head go down, maybe extend both legs up towards the sky. Let the left leg go to 45 as you grab the right leg. Pull it in for scissors. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Just 8. When you're doing like these things, you don't have to do a ton of reps, and you'll feel it. I think we have 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Now see if you can do this without taking a break. Hands behind your head. Let's lower lift. Lower it down for 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Lower for 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Lower 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Last one. Lower 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Now we reverse that. Lower it down for 1. Lift it. Woo, 3, 2, 1. Lower for 1. Lift it for 3, 2, 1. Lower down for 1. Lift it for 3, 2, 1. Last one. Lower all the way down, then lift it all the way up. Bring those knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Whew, say a little prayer as you extend those legs out long. Hands reach up towards the sky. Inhale, bring your chin to your chest as you roll it up here. And let's set up for our, I guess that would be our second. No, this will be our third round of deadlifts. We're just doing 4. Whew. All right. So again, when you're doing your deadlifts, make sure your legs don't lock your knees. They can be straight leg deadlifts, but you don't want them locked. When you locked, it's never a really good idea for your body. So I like to keep my knees slightly bent, pressing down firmly with the big toes. That's been the key for me, 1, to activate along the midline, but 2, to get out of my back. So we got 4 of these. Let me see if I can do it. And belly in, lift it up here to prepare. And let's do 4, 4. 1. Push down, use the big toes. We got 1 more. Good job. Set that barbell down. Roll it back. Log that set. We have a little bit more core work. All right, so let's do this. Take those hands behind your head. We're going to do the crisscross. Hands behind your head, elbows wide, knees in a tabletop position. We're going to send the left leg out to 45 degrees. Take that left elbow to right knee. Look at the right elbow. Reach it up a little more. Reach it up a little more. Go through center, other side. Criss and cross. Back to the center and right. Reach, reach, center, left. Reach, reach. And now we flow right, left, right, left. Here, halfway through. These are the hardest ones, I think, of the mat series. And 8. Beautiful. Bring those knees into your chest. Say a little prayer because we're done with them. Reach the legs out long, hands overhead. Bring your chin to your chest. Roll it up. Whew. Okay. From here, just because I think it'll feel pretty good, take your feet mat width distance apart. We'll do spine stretch forward. Hands out in front like a sleepwalker. Pull those shoulders down and away. There's a rope around your belly button. Pull the belly button back as you reach forward. And then let's stack the spine up. Spine stretch forward. Pull the belly button down as you reach forward and backward and stack. Few more just like that. It feels really good after all the core work and that back body work. 1 more. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and prepare for our last round of deadlifts. I'm going to roll my bar up. I'm going to leave it here at 120. Might see if I can do 1 more rep. We'll see. This is hard to do and try to talk. Not going to lie. All right. So grab your barbell, whichever grip is best for you. I don't have gloves, so maybe I'm working on man hands, but if you have gloves, they help with the calluses. Grabbing that bar, you want it to be about shoulders width distance. Make sure those big toes are pressing down firmly. Push down, lift up. We've got 4 of these at least. Maybe we can do a few more. And here's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 1 more. 5. Hallelujah. That is done with. Oh, all right. So we're going to use this barbell again, but not for another couple sets. And we're going to be doing good mornings, which I like to use a little bit lighter weight. So go ahead and let's prep for that in this little break here. Maybe, let me see, my bar is 15 pounds. I'm going to add
2 10-pound weights to make it be a 30-pound, 35-pound good morning, which is good for me. Good mornings have taken me a while to like embrace, I guess is what the word would be, because when I first started them, I didn't know how to use my glutes and hamstrings to make the work happen. I was using my back, and I knew that that wasn't right. So it takes a little bit of practice to get used to the good mornings, but they are very effective for the glutes. All right. Next exercise is going to be kneeling squats. This has become one of my favorite exercises because I have a hip issue and regular squats hurt my hips. So a kneeling squat gives me the quad focus that I want and the glutes, but it doesn't seem to hurt my hips. So grab your weights. I think I'm going to try to do like 30 pounds. Here, what you do is you grab like a dumbbell, or you can actually grab one of these. If you have these barbell weights, you can hold them close to your chest. I've done that before too. For a kneeling squat, you come down to your shins and grab your weight, whichever weight you want. Again, here's my adjustable dumbbell sets. I love these. You sit here with your bottom on your heels. If this is not comfortable, grab a blanket for underneath your ankles. And you can also grab a pillow for in between your bottom and your heels so you don't go down as low. We're going to do 12 sets here at 30 pounds for me. Maybe if you've never done it before, try 0 pounds and then build up. What you want to do is keep your shoulders and your hips nice and stacked. Belly is nice and strong. It's engaged, pulling in and up. Let's do this for 12, 11, 10. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. See how my shoulders stay stacked? 2. That's kind of key so we don't dump in the back. Last one. Set those hips down. Put the weight away. We're going to go straight into our next exercise, which is a push-up. Now, if you are struggling with push-ups, I wouldn't suggest adding anything to it. But if you have the upper body strength, something that can be kind of fun to play with is adding weights. And if you don't have a band or a weighted vest, you get your resistance bands. I should have pulled them out first. I apologize. I'm going to use, which band do I want to use? I want to use this green band. I'm not entirely sure how much weight it is. Let me see. It says 10 to 12, so maybe just 10 to 12 pounds. Now, the way that I do this is I just wrap it around my shoulders and I put my hands underneath the black parts. If you're still working on your regular push-up, then just hang out in the push-up. But if you've got a decent push-up, go ahead, grab a band. Let's make it harder. We're going to go for just 8 of these. You ready? Take it down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Woo! I'm losing my band. Got 2 more. 2 and 1. Nice. All right. So for our next break, we're going to do a few glute side lying leg exercises. So go ahead, lay on that left side body. You can let your head rest onto your left hand, or you can be up on your elbow, your choice. If you're up on your elbow, don't make a rainbow. Don't dump here in the shoulders. So have your chest nice and proud, ribs knitted in. Go ahead and plug those left toes in. Right foot is hovered about hips width distance. And then let's go ahead and kick it forward. Kick, kick, send it back. Just doing about 6 of these. And you'll notice you'll feel it in just 6. I think we have 2 more. Try not to move your upper body. Last one. Nice. Now we're just going to raise and lower and lower. Raise and lower. Raise, lower, lower. 2 more. Last one. Now let's do some circles. Try to strike those heels or ankles at the same time. 4, 5, 6. 6 in the other direction. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bend those knees. Do some clam shells. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to lift the knees right there. Keep it off. Lift the ankle. It's almost like a reverse clamshell. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. Now we're going to go back to the kneeling squats. Do that circuit again. And then when we come back, we'll do the other side. So 30 pounds for your kneeling weights, kneeling squats rather. Remember, keep your chest proud, like your collarbones are lengthening. That's a nice Pilates expression. Let's take it up for 12. 9. Oh, wait, that would be 11. Here's 10. Clearly, I can't count. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1. Beautiful. Squat it back down. This time, I'm going to grab my resistance band again. This time, I think blue is lighter than green. I'm just going to use the green again, but I'm going to try connecting them this time and see if that keeps them from coming too loose. I think I can go up to red next time, maybe. Let's try it. So we've got 8 of these, 8 push-ups. Go for it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Awesome. Okay. That's killer. Now, we've done our kneeling squats. We've done our push-ups. Let's do our left side glute work. You ready? Go ahead and lay down on your right side. Again, you can have your head resting all the way on the bicep. It's a little bit easier for the core, or if it's up here on your head, or it can be on the elbow. You just don't want to make a rainbow for the ribs. Dial those right toes in as you hover the left leg off. I'm going to keep my left hand in front of me to stabilize me as I kick that left foot forward. Send it back. Kick, kick, back. Here's 3 and 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to take it up for 3. Set it down. 3 and down. Up, 2, 3, down, up. 2 more. Last one. Nice. Now we're going to do those circles. We just do 5 in each direction. You don't have to do a ton of these for them to be very effective. Let's switch directions. 4, 5. Nice. Bend both knees in. Let's do our clam shells. Just 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep those hips stacked. 4, 3, 2, 1. These are the hardest ones for me. Hover the knees and let's bring the ankles up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, those are awesome. That's working that side booty area, the saddlebag side booty area. I have dogs and fur all over me. Let's go back to our kneeling squat. So we're technically giving our body parts breaks, but you notice that we're able to squeeze more things in. I wish I had the time to spend 2 minutes between each exercise, but that doesn't happen. Let's go for 12. So a way that you can still give your body recovery times is to work different muscles out. And here's 4. We got 8 more. 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my gosh, I hope I just didn't do an extra 4. 12, nice. If not, if I did, well, we just got extra credit. I get distracted easily, clearly. Okay, I think I can go up. So I'm going up to my red this time. We've got our banded our banded push-ups. Let's just see. There's nothing like the pressure of being on the internet to make these new goals. So let's do it. 8 push-ups. Your choice. Take it down, lift it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hallelujah. We're done there. Oh, okay. So from here, if you don't have a band, that's okay. This is technically our break, but let's do some inner thigh work. If you have a magic circle, grab it. If you don't, but you have like a couch cushion or a little Pilates ball, you can grab that. You can actually, I mean, couch cushions work just fine. I use my magic circle as my Swiss ball holder. So grab your magic circle, put it in between your ankles, and you're just going to pulse that in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to raise up onto that left foot, squeeze that right heel in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to hold it in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set down on the right foot. Let's pulse this one in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it in here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, set that magic circle down. It is time for our last round here. So grab your 30-pound weight for your kneeling squat. Maybe you didn't do 30, maybe you did 0 extra weight. The first time I did these, I did no weight, and because I've never done them before, oh dear God, I was sore for like 3 days. So work your way up to it. You ready? Last 12, belly in, rib cage is knitted in. Let's take it up here for 12, 11, 10. We just got 9 more. Last set of these. I really have grown to love these. 6. Remember that glute squeeze at the top. 5, 4, 3, and 2. Last 1. Beautiful. All right. Set that weight down. Last set of push-ups. Thank God, right? From here, I'm going to grab my red strap again. I'm going to go ahead and log that set. Set yourself up here for this loop band push-up, and let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, so glad that we're done with those. All right. Our next exercise, making sure I can hear myself. Now we're going to do, oh my word, some hammer curls and some good mornings. We're going to do 3 sets of these, just 3. We can do anything 3 times. For hammer curls, I think I'm going to choose 15 pounds. I was trying to decide if I could do 20, but my shoulders sort of bother me. So I'm just going to do 15. And a hammer curl is, you know, different than a bicep curl because you hold it like a hammer the whole time. Let's go ahead and grab your weight. Again, I'm going to do 15. If you're newer to lifting, go a little lighter this first go around. And then, up to it. My bicep curls too much too quickly, and it kind of hurt my shoulders and my front that front deltoid area. So go slow. All right, making sure I can still hear myself. 15 pounds. Go ahead. And then if you want an added challenge, you can stand up here. But if you like to challenge yourself, go to a kneeling position, knees together. Make sure you use your core better. And then we have 15 pounds and just 8 sets. You can do them alternately, or you can do them together. Here's 4 and 5. I like to do mine, I like to alternate mine because it kind of keeps me from cheating by like hurling the weights forward. I tend to do that when I'm using them both at the same time. Here's 8 and 8. Now, we're going to go straight into those good mornings. The good mornings, again, took me a little bit of time to figure out, but I think that now that I've been doing them for a little while, it's actually really, really nice. So I'm going to give you the front view the first go round, and then I'll give you the side view for the next go round. Here it is. I've got 35 pounds. It's not very much weight, but you don't need a ton of weight here. You set the bar onto the backs of your shoulders. Notice how my feet are a little wider than hips width. My hands are just here to hold the barbell there. The belly is in. The legs are mostly straight, but not locked. Can you see a difference? This is straight. This is locked. You don't want to lock your knees. Now keep your belly nice and strong. Chest is proud. Take it down to parallel. Squeeze the glutes to lift it up. We're just doing 10. I like to really push down through the big toes to make the inner thighs work. Here's 4, I think, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Good job. You can do a push press to get it out from under over those shoulders. And now for our 1-minute break. Whoo-wee. We're going to grab that magic circle, or you can grab your couch cushion, come to your belly, put that magic circle between your ankles, and it's like double leg kick on the mat, but not quite. So squeeze those heels together, squeeze and pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep that squeeze and squeeze the heels to the seat for 8, 7. Ooh, this is hard, right? 6. Try to keep those feet working together. 5. You can see that mine are trying to, one's taken over from the other. This is why this is so awesome. 3, just 2 more. 2, last one. Nice. Now extend it out long, then bring it back in and squeeze it here, pulsing it up high for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's working the inner thighs and the glutes too, and hammies, which isn't necessarily the most ideal considering we just did the good mornings, but because the good mornings were fairly lightweight, I kind of am okay with it. You typically want to do different body parts inside of a circuit. All right, hammer curls. If that last set of weight was too light, go ahead and go up. I think I'm going to stick with 15. Again, today I've taken about a week off of lifting because I was, again, a little bit sore from my car accident, but also I've been training, doing a lot of Pilates lately. And so I don't want to go too crazy on my first day back in the weights after a week. Here's 2. These are the hammer curls where your hands stay basically in that vertical position. Here's 4. I'm going to go back to alternating it because that was bothering my shoulders. 5, 6. Keep that navel in, ribs knitted in. 7. Good job. Last one. 8. Whoa, so glad to be done with those, right? This is making those guns. You got tickets to your gun show? My husband so makes fun of me every time I say that. And then I call them Smith & Wesson, say nobody bothers me because I'm always carrying, which again, is really dorky, but just got to be yourself, man. All right, let's go into those good mornings. Grab that weight. Take it up to your shoulders. Feet a little bit wider than hips width distance. Don't lock your knees. We got 10 of these. Oh, I was going to show you your profile. Now notice my bottom goes out. My chest goes down, and then I squeeze it forward using those glutes. Here's 2. Really use the hamstrings and your bottom muscles. I used to joke, and I'm honest, I still do. My glutes are purely ornamental because they're not nearly as strong as they need to be. And this is one of those exercises I'm doing to help strengthen that whole posterior chain. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Really squeeze it here. Beautiful. Push, press that puppy up. Set the weight down. We have a little minute break here. Let's work the inner thighs again. If you've got a cushion, you can use a cushion. But if you have the magic circle, we're going to go back to our side body again. Catch your breath here, Jennifer. All right. Guard your body. Don't let your powerhouse move. Squeeze the ball, squeeze the magic circle or the pillow. Raise and lower the legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You can do it. 1. Now hold it up and squeeze. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, set it down. All right. Drop that magic circle down. We've got to go back to our hamstring curls. I think I'm going to go up to 20 because those 15 were feeling pretty light. It did bother my shoulder some when I did the doubles, but let's see. If you see me dropping a weight, just know that that's why. But that's also the beauty of these adjustable dumbbells is you can just drop them down like that. It's okay. That's how you start to increase your volume, right? By doing partial sets with bigger weights. So check your balance, check your stature, make sure you're standing up nice and tall. Let's curl it up here, just 8 of these. Notice how I'm just doing 1 at a time so I can really focus on the biceps and try to use the biceps more than the shoulders because they like to take over. Halfway there. And here's 5. Don't lock those knees. I was just locking mine. And here's 6 because it's fun. Here's 7. Here's 8. Come on. Beautiful work. Set those weights down. Oh, say a little prayer because we're done with those. Grab your barbell. We've got our good mornings. I'm logging that set. And let's do last set of these, just 10. Notice how I don't do a ton of volume for these good mornings. Again, it's because it's still a relatively new exercise that I'm including. But it's also, as I get tired, I'll start to dump into my back. So for me, it's better to do a little bit less volume until I strengthen that posterior chain. Let's do 10 of these. Take it down here. Push down through the big toes to lift it back up. Posterior chain is basically the muscles along the back of your body, your posterior. 3, we got 10 of these. 4, use your glutes and your core. 5, squeeze it up. 6 and 7, 8, 9, come on, 1 more, and 10. Squeeze. Push, press that puppy up. Say a little prayer because we're done. At least with the good mornings. Grab your pillow if you have a pillow. If you have a magic circle, you can grab your magic circle. If you have your Pilates ball, you can actually do these with a huge Swiss ball. I've done them. It's awkward as all get out, but it also really challenges the core. So for that regard, it's nice. All right, squeeze the magic circle and let's raise and lower the legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it up and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Set it down. Let's get started with our next circuit. This is also our last circuit. Say a little prayer, right? Okay, so we're going to do a bent over row. Now, trying to decide if I want to do this as a reverse grip bent over row or if I want to do this with dumbbells. I think we can do it with a barbell. If you've got a barbell, go for it. Reverse grip, normally it's your palms are back. We're going to have palms forward for these. It gets into the biceps a little differently. I'm going to increase my weight I want about 65 pounds for these. And right now I've only got 35. So if I add my two 25-pound dumbbells, I'll have right at 65 pounds. Now, that sounds like it's a lot of weight. Oh my gosh, I've got dust bunnies. But your lats are huge muscles. And the bent over rows really work those lats, those back, I call them my angel wings. So you may surprise yourself with your bent over rows with how much weight you can do with them. And that's, again, because your lats are strong. Your lats help to pull you around. So if you've never done a bent over row, definitely go easy so you can master the form. But if you've been doing these for a while and you've been hanging out with like 8 pounds, 8 pounds, I encourage you to really try to increase that weight. If you do these bent over rows, it's going to help with your pull-ups, by the way. And if you haven't ever been able to do pull-ups, these guys will help. All right, so here it is. I've got my 65 pounds. Look at my big weight mess. It's amazing, right? We're just going to do 8 of these and then go straight into lunges. So if you've got dumbbells, I think I'll probably put 15 pounds in each hand for my lunge. So go ahead, grab your barbell. We are good to go. Oh, I'm making sure that I'm doing this right. Yes. Oh, all right. Are you ready? Let's do this. I'm going to have my hands, palms facing forward. My knees are soft. Belly is in. I'm going to pull that barbell up. See, it's not as hard as it looks, is it? Bend over and then bring it in for 8, 7, up to your ribs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Holy smokes, that was good. All right, grab your weights. We're going to do some lunges. Last exercise. Don't get a little tired and start jipping on things. We got this. If you want to do no weighted lunges, that's okay too. We're just going to come out and go for it. Take your right leg forward, left leg back, up onto the toes of that left leg. Try to keep your hips stacked right underneath those shoulders. Take it down here for 8, 7, 6. Let's do 10. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do that on the other side. Set yourself up onto the toes of that right foot. You're going straight down for 10, 9, 8, gaze forward, 7, 6, 5. We want to have those airs directly over the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Holy moly. No, you don't want to see the soles of my feet. I definitely have Kmart feet. That is for darn sure. All right, take your break here. We're going to do, I think we could easily do 4 sets. Maybe we'll even do 5 sets. What do you think? All right, so for this break, if you want, we're going to grab really light weights and just do some shoulder stabilizing work. I'm talking like 5 pounds of light weight. Or if you've got 2 pounds of light weight, we're going to hold those elbows in, take them out, and bring them in. This doesn't feel like it's doing much, but this is stabilizing work. Here's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. Drop those weights down. You're going to bend over to not quite 90 degrees, so somewhere between 90 and 45. Have your hands out to W's, and we're going to bring them together. Open them up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Nice. Let's go back to that circuit, reverse grips on these. Whew, I'm getting a little breathless. That's the beauty of these circuits. These bent over rows. I'm going to have my palms forward, gets those biceps a little bit more. With control, pick up your weights, bend over, belly in, ribs in, bring it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's go back to lunges. Grab your weights, pick your weight. I'm using 15 pounds. Maybe you can go heavier than me. Maybe you're going a little lighter. Your choice. Set yourself up for those lunges. Right foot's forward for me this time. Take it down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do that on the other side. Left foot forward, up on the toes of the right for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy moly, I'm so glad to be done with those. 2 down. We got another couple to go. Catch your breath here. Grab your lighter weight. I'm actually going to grab my little 2.5 pound weights because, again, I have a little shoulder injury. We're going to do some more rear delt work. 2.5 pounds. I want your thumbs up for this one. No, actually, let's do palms down. Go ahead, bend over. Make sure you're not doing cheerleader bottom. Knit those ribs in, and we're going to do some Ys. Channel your disco. Take them up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Now let's go out to a T. We've done Ys, we've done Ws. Now let's do Ts. This time thumbs up. Taking them out just 8. Notice my feet are staggered. It's just more comfortable for me. You do you. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, so close to being done. Grab your barbell. We've got those reverse grip, bent over rows. Actually, we're going to do 2 with regular grip because those 2 are working our biceps. These next 2 are going to get into the back a little more. I prefer regular grip, just going to be honest. All right, regular grip here, or you can do half and half, and then the next set do the other way. Your choice. Let's belly in. Don't lollygag. Can you tell I'm getting tired? Take it up for 8, 7, 6. Keep those shoulders down and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoa, so glad that those are done with. All right, let's grab your dumbbells. Remember, you don't have to do weights on these lunges. If you're starting to get tired, just drop the weights altogether. Just doing 10. Only one more set after this. So we can do anything a total of 20 times, right? Let's just do 10. Lunge it down here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left side, just 10. Keep everything stacked if you can. Let's do it for 10, 9, 8, 7. Can you zip it up a little more? 6 in that belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hallelujah. That set is done. All right, so we're going to go back to some lighter weights and work the brachialis. Ooh, I just got dizzy. So I'm just going to use 5 pounds for these. You could probably go up heavier, but since I am nursing a little bit of a shoulder injury, I'm going really light. And this is working a smaller muscle along the front of your bicep. So what you do is hold those dumbbells in your hands, palms forward. And it's almost like you're telling somebody to take a hike, like, get out of here, that sort of thing. And since this is lighter weight, I think we can do 10. Here's 4. I think of that old school game, Mortal Kombat. Kind of get out of here. I think it's get over here. I don't know where that came from. Here's 6. You feel how it squeezes in the bicep a little differently than those hammer curls? Let's do 2 more. Last one. All right, last set of these puppies. You can do it. Grab your barbell or your dumbbells for that reverse grip, or you can do regular grip. I went back to regular grip because my biceps were starting to feel fatigued and I wanted to work my lats a little more. So just 8. You pick. Palms forward, palms back, your choice. Keep those knees nice and soft. Draw the belly in, shoulders down and away from those ears. Lift with the back of the body to bring it up. Forward fold slightly, and then bring it in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, hallelujah. We are done with that. All right, grab your weights. Last set, last exercise. We've been going at this for just under an hour. We're so close to being done. Lunges. You can do anything 10 times. Just tell yourself, I got this. Press down through that right big toe as we lift it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 10 on the other side. Drop it down here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hallelujah. We are done, done, done. Let's come back to our mats and stretch it out here. We did a lot of hamstring work. So let's stretch out those hammies. I'm logging our workout so I'll know what we did in the coming weeks. All right, so seated forward fold. Just sitting on your bottom, removing the flesh. Bend your knees as much as you need to as you lean forward over those legs. Great stretch for the entire back of your body. You'll feel this all the way through your calves, especially if you can bring the pinky toes up towards your face. Oh. If your knees are bent, that's totally okay. You're still feeling this. Bring your feet in together for a butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. Feet together, knees apart. Opening those feet like a book. If your knees don't go down that low, that's okay. It could be the way that you're shaped. You could just have really tight inner thighs. I have very open hips. So you do you, okay? Keep breathing. Let's extend that left leg out long. I love this stretch. It's called Janu Shirshasana. You're squaring your hips off. The right foot is up as high into the groin as you can as you lean over that left leg. This to me feels amazing for that left hip flexor, not hip flexor, hamstrings. But with that right hip open, you might notice that you can get down a little more and it feels awesome. Let's do that on the other side. So we did a little yoga, a little Pilates, a little weightlifting with some Pilates in the middle. And now we're ending up everything with a little more yoga stretching. It's like a trifecta of awesomeness. We're building lots of muscles here, burning some calories. I didn't even turn on my watch to tell me how many calories we burned. Oh, well, let's do a pigeon stretch. So we have options. I'm going to show you the supine pigeon. You lay on your back. You cross your right foot over the left leg. Bring that left leg up towards the sky. Hug it in as you push that right knee out. You'll feel a terrific stretch along that right butt cheek, right outer thigh. It should feel pretty good. Now, if you have super open external hips, like if your piriformis is like, what is? I don't feel anything. Again, play with the position of your pelvis, whether it's tilted down or tilted up, or you can play with a little bit of a twist. That twist gets me every freaking time. I'm just leaning over a little bit towards the left and whoa, Nelly, that butt cheek starts singing to me again. So when I'm just straight up, it's like, but when I go over towards the left a bit, That's when the angels start singing. All right, let's do that on the other side. Cross the left leg over the right, bend that right knee. Hug the right knee into your chest as you push the left knee away. That left foot is nice and flexed to protect the left knee. Again, play with the position of your pelvis, whether you've got it that tailbone lengthening down or up to the sky. And if that's not doing too much for you, play with a little bit of a twist here over towards the right a bit. That will wake something up, I can guarantee it. Couple more breaths here. This is definitely tight on me today. Holy smokes. All right, untuck here. Bring both knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Go ahead, rock or roll up. Tell yourself, good job. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a good workout, a little bit of cardio, a whole bunch of strength training. And I hope you feel this in your bottom tomorrow. Again, my name is Jennifer Dixon. I'm with Thrive Yoga and Wellness, and I'm a coach with Fitter. And I cannot wait to see you again next week. Take care. Bye-bye.